I mean, I do love the Michael Myers costume. Especially switching up between the 78 and the 2018 version. Although I did make some modifications. I did fill in the lips a little bit with some paint. Oh, thank you, Music Man. Thank you. Definitely looks a whole lot better. How's how everyone is? If I could speak. How's everyone doing tonight? On another night of the Camp Juicy stream. Sadly, still waiting on my Trick or Treat Studios knife, so I got this guy as a sort of a placeholder. Does the job. So what is going on? Chuck, Deck, Shadow, Devin, Music Man. What is going on with you guys? How you guys doing today? Hey Ty, how you doing? Definitely loving this guy, which if you guys didn't notice, I did go over with a bit of a black wash, especially around the lips area. I felt like that was a little too blank, made him look like a turtle. So like pretty much I wanted to sort of darken some of those features a bit. I figured the 2018 costume hasn't gotten nearly enough love on the stream, so I had to give him something. Oh, there's my So you and Isabel had a big argument last night about the stream, about her using her own account. Guess who won? My guess, probably her. Or did you convince her to create her own account? If so, did she subscribe? So I got to finally iron out the pocket on the 2018 coveralls as well. Like this piece kept flipping up. Finally got that fixed. So I am definitely happy with that. Get the headphones on. All right. So it was pretty much a dead tie in that poll between gameplay and horror chat. So the way we're going to do this is going to look over some horror articles and just general horror news, and we'll discuss it in the chat. I'll give you my opinion. We'll go from there, and then we'll get into some DBD. Yeah, I completely get it, Devin. All right. Let me fade out the music. There we go. All right. Oh, hold on. Give me one.
That's for completely saying that. I heard you and Dev.
Hey.
Yeah, you know exactly how it is, huh?
Hey, I know how it is.
What? Because I'm mostly right? Yeah. Now you may continue. I wasn't letting that one slide.
I had to
Continue.
edit out. Hopefully I got it. Like it was a bit of a domestic dispute. Oh man. Oh, what's going on, David? How you doing on Facebook? What's going on, Foxy the Pirate? What's going on, Jason Voorhees? Glad to see everybody making it. All right. Domestic violence. Now you know where Ghost Abby gets it from. Completely. All right. So let's jump over to some of these sites. I'm going to check out some of this horror news here. See what grabs me. All right, we got that. All right, so we got the big topic here. That's been going on for a little bit now. And that is, I mean, I'm sure you guys have probably seen Jimmy Champagne, Slash and Cass, Dave McRae, all of them talk about it. But the casting of, pretty much the recasting of Tommy Doyle and casting the original actress for Lindsay Wallace. So we got that going on. So I'm not going to reiterate that. Just want to get your guys' thoughts on not recasting Brian Andrews as Tommy. I know a lot of people were kind of upset about that. But I can see why they did it. Considering, as they said, Brian Andrews hasn't done anything since 1978. And the original actress that played Lindsay, her name's escaping me right now. But at least she's done some TV. Even if it's reality shows, that is scripted, so she is getting some kind of work. But I can understand why. My question is, where do they fit in the storyline? That's the big question to me. So you want an Ant-Man to come back as Tommy Doyle? I mean, given the age of the guy that they casted, was kind of be a weird discrepancy there. Oh, we got Amanda the Bruiser into the chat. The Enforcer. Which lawsuit you talking about, Devin? Yeah, Music Man. From what I remembered, they said they wanted to get Brian Andrews back, I think, in Halloween 6. That's what I remembered hearing. I don't know if that's fact or not. But the story goes they were trying to cast Brian Andrews into the role of Tommy Doyle for Halloween 6. And they just couldn't get a hold of him. So it was ultimately just overall scrapped and recasted. Amanda the Destroyer. Oh, the lawsuit for it? Last I heard, I think it's still ongoing. I mean, it's not anything extenuous with it as with Friday the 13th. Because mostly what they're trying to argue is that it is a remake. The movie is not a remake of the original miniseries. It's not a remake at all. It's just a readaptation where the movie is much closer to the book than what the miniseries was. And let's see, what other news do we have? Trying to see if something really jumps out at me. Okay, so I did see that a couple days ago about Chris Rock's new take on Saw wraps production. So let's read up on that. So I'm reading this from Bloody Disgusting from a couple of days ago. It says director Darren Lynn Bousman, or Bowman, however you want to pronounce that, has announced that production has wrapped on the 9th Saw, which stars Chris Rock as a police detective investigating a series of grisly crimes. Samuel L. Jackson will portray Rock's father, with Nazneen Contractor as a coroner who works closely with Rock's character. Alright, so said there's still no word on Tobin Bell's Jigsaw in this new installment or how canonized it will be. But it'll be in theaters May 15th, 2020. Interesting. So, like, pretty much from what I remember reading on the new Saw film, it's not even going to be called Saw. And the way, from what I remembered hearing, is that it's essentially a spin-off, not necessarily within the Saw wheelhouse, so to speak. It's going to have traps. It's going to give you the Saw feel. But I don't think it's going to be Jigsaw on there. I don't think Jigsaw will have much of anything to do with it aside from being an inspirational figure to the new person doing it. I don't think it's going to be another accomplice. I don't think it's going to be someone else that Jigsaw trained. I think it's going to be someone that's inspired by Jigsaw and will do the same thing. Now, I think the only thing they're building off of, I think it'll be canon, but I think it'll also end up being removed. Like, let's say, how can I put it? The original inspiration behind Prometheus and Alien, before everyone really were up in arms because the xenomorph wasn't in Prometheus. The original idea for Prometheus was that we were supposed to be in the alien universe, but it wasn't really supposed to have anything to do with the aliens aside from maybe an Easter egg here or there. So the way I'm looking at this is it's within the same world as Soul, but it's going to be something complete, its own story, within that world. Like, let's say Jason Voorhees and Roy Burns. It's in the same universe, but they're different stories that are separated. Maybe in the same area, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, hey, Isabel. Glad to see you are back. The female number grows. Now, I'm hoping that they try to do with this new Saw, they at least try to separate it. They don't ride piggyback off of Jigsaw. That means no Tobin Bell, no Billy the Puppet. You can do traps, but it has to be a new person with their own gimmick doing it. That's the only way this is going to work, because I think it's even a different title for the Chris Rock Saw movie. Let me see. Where are we? Okay, that's what it's called, the organ donor. So yeah, it should be its own thing. I have not seen your movie reviews yet, Ty. I'm going to have to check that out for you. Trappers movie. Which I'm wondering, why haven't they done a Dead by Daylight movie series yet? Because, I mean, you could really do Trapper. You could do any of those original killers. And all you have to do is just tell their story. You don't have to adhere to the video game. You do not need to do anything with generators. You do not need to do anything with hooks. Just give us a straight up slasher movie with Trapper and go from there. Because, I mean, they got licensed killers like Michael Myers who's putting people on hooks and you're doing generators, but they're not incorporating that in a Halloween Kills. So it shows you really don't need that. You don't need to really keep yourself in that video game wheelhouse. I think Dead by Daylight, they could really do a lot with all of those killers. I mean, they could really set up their own fucking monsterverse. If you really, really, really think about it, they could set up their own monsterverse and then incorporate their versions of licensed killers if they get those licenses in there. Now, you could also do where all of those killers get their own movies and get it to where the entity starts taking all of those killers, and then you get a movie about generators, hatches, and hooks and all of that. That's if you want to go that route. Personally, I would tell each killer's story, maybe a 3-movie arc for each killer, and show how they came about being, built their body count, and then the final movie is showing how the entity takes them. That's how I would do every single killer movie in Dead by Daylight. Let's see what else we got here. Because I don't want to get into like video game reviews like Man of Medan, which I'm still playing. I have beaten, but didn't really get that quite good of an ending. I had a couple of people die on me, so now I'm going back through for another round, see if I can change up my decisions to see if I could keep everybody alive. But it's definitely, I enjoyed the game. DVD is movie Crypt TV. Pretty much. Yeah, it definitely, they definitely capture that kind of essence. All right. So it says, see, plan for Terminator Dark Fate to kickstart a brand new trilogy. I don't know. I mean, I've seen the trailer for Terminator Dark Fate, and it kind of seems like they're missing what made Terminator so good. See, American Horror Story, which, yeah, I'm definitely hyped for that. The 1984 season for it. It looks like that's going to be pretty good. Definitely capturing a bunch of slasher movies into one. I mean, I'm not really seeing a whole lot as far as news goes. Yeah, the whole thing with Terminator is not not very good. From what I saw the trailer, they got some pretty good effects, but the whole thing was, at least with the original Terminator, was essentially a horror film. It was a horror sci-fi film, and then you changed that to a action film in the second one, which is fine. But if you're trying to recapture what the first Terminator was, or at least try to ground it between the two, you got to go with a little bit of that horror element. And it looks like this new Terminator movie is just not doing it. Hey, what's going on, Gabe? How you doing? Glad you like the sign. Camp Juicy. The juiciest place you'll ever visit. Hey, what's going on, Demon King? How you doing? Glad you are in the stream as well. Ah, okay. I thought your picture looked familiar. But we've had so many people talking about profile pictures being stolen and stuff like that. I didn't want to be too presumptuous. MK11 guest characters. Any thoughts? The ones we got now, Jason, or on possible future ones? Yeah, I hope this new Terminator is good too. But everything I'm seeing just screams to me Terminator Rise of the Machines. Like, that was part of the reason why I was a little apprehensive when I saw the first trailer. The only difference is in this version, John's gone and Sarah's there instead of having it the opposite way around. So it's like they're kind of redoing Terminator Rise of the Machines, just different. Oh, thank you, Demon King. I'm glad you enjoy the theories. So I'm going to be doing, for those wondering about the second part of Michael versus Jason, that'll be coming around Halloween time. So it should be concurrent with me doing the Halloween commentaries. So I wanted to kind of save it. Since we're already close to that time anyways, why not save it for that time frame? The trapper puts ginger snaps in his traps as bait. That's got to be something that gets done in the movie, if they ever make one. Terminator, Joker, and Spawn's look. Terminator and Joker. Oh, sorry. Terminator and Spawn look amazing. Joker, not so much. They should really, really probably redesign Joker. Maybe hold off on releasing him, redesign him, put him back out like last or something. Because the design that they got is not good. Oh, I definitely agree, Gabe. Or Lohan, whichever one you want to be called. I'll call you Gabe. The Terminator movies, especially if we're going back to the end of part 2 and this one goes forward, this should have been done more from a horror standpoint. Another Terminator gets sent back, goes after the next one. You don't need to beat us in the ground with the liquid Terminators. You don't need to do that. The T-1000s, TXs, you don't need to do that. Because then at that point, you're raising the ante so high with these other highly advanced machines, but you're still giving us this very obsolete model in Arnold's character that should not be able to hold a candle to these other Terminators, but is still somehow holding his own. That was kind of the issue with Genesis. That was kind of the issue with Rise of the Machines. But hopefully they got us, they got a little bit more than what they showed us in the trailers. Hopefully so. Pumpkin spice and ginger snap season is upon us. Jason versus Trapper. I mean, that's the hard part to gauge with a lot of the killers from Dead by Daylight is we don't know the extent of their powers. Because you look at how they show someone like Freddy Krueger, how they show someone like Michael Myers. We know Freddy is far more powerful than what they portray him in the game. But we don't know how that translates with other killers. Like, let's say the Hag. The Hag has to have more spells than just teleporting, jumping from place to place in the maps. So it's kind of hard to gauge to see who would win a fight. Now, on its face, like just strictly on its face, with the Trapper as we know him in the game, I'd give that fight to Jason. Especially if he's undead. An undead Jason would kill the Trapper. I think Terminator Salvation wasn't that bad. Like, I thought Christian Bale was a good John Connor. I thought having the undercover Terminator was a bit much, considering that part 1 clearly states that Kyle Reese says that the Terminators that they had before the T-800 models had like plastic looking skin. So they were able to spot them a mile away. But the T-800 models could sweat. They were harder to find. Their skin looked like real skin. So in order to have this undercover Terminator pop in out of nowhere, like almost cyborg-like, didn't make much sense to the canon. You could have left that out and just told John's story as he's rising in the military. And if you could have gotten someone that looked a little bit closer to the original actor that played Kyle Reese, that would have been a bonus too. That's exactly what I'm saying, Gabe. There's no way you're taking a T-800. Like, let's look at it like this. The T-800 got completely destroyed by the T-1000, but was still able to hold his own against the TX. And then, was it John Connor's Terminator model? He was still kind of fighting him. And it just doesn't make any sense. And now we got this new model, which I forget what model this new Terminator is supposed to be. It very much reminds me of a TX because it's a robot with liquid metal over him, but can just basically copy himself. And I have no doubt because fandom is going to demand that Arnold's T-800 model is going to end up at the very least, holding his own against this new model, which should not happen. He should get even more demolished by this model than he did by the T-1000. The Trapper would offer Jason ginger snaps and they'd become best friends, just like skipping into the woods. Oh, thank you, Gabe. See, you got the, oh, why would my alert go off? Interesting. See, you got the super chat in. Welcome to Camp Juicy. That's odd that my thing didn't go off. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was getting worried there for a second.
Gabe Hall donated 3.99 through Super Chat. Welcome to Camp Juicy.
Yeah, as you see, I kept the sign up just because I feel like it has to stay there. I really particularly love the little Jason just like sticking out from the bushes. How do you get a reservation at Camp Juicy? Well, I know the phone lines are down. Email, we still haven't gotten that. You can try carrier pigeon or smoke signals or just drive on up. We'll take your reservation a couple weeks in advance. Going to be setting up for the winter games at Camp Juicy, where not only the people are juicy, but the nipples are. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. The Trapper would give Jason trapping lessons. I mean, remake Jason was pretty good with trapping. Pinhead chain perks in DBD. I think perks. See, I'm thinking more like powers. Like, you know how Freddy can now put the traps on the ground that with the hands come up and grab you? I would do something similar to that, but I would be able to... I would want them to actually do it where you could put it on the ground, out in the open, and you run across it, and the chain hooks, grab you, and lock you in place. In pretty much maybe a second or two. Like, you can't move. At least with the Freddy one, you can move, you can run through it slow. Like, slows you down, kind of like the clown's toxin. Like when you run through the clown's toxin, you get slower. When you run through Freddy's trap, you get slower. With Pinhead, no, you're stopping. You're stopping in your tracks for 1 second, and then you can go. But the way I would differentiate that is I would also have it where you can place it in doorways. Like pretty much you run through, like they looking on the ground trying to see if there's any traps there, but they don't see that you can put it on the doorway. And when they run through the doorway, the chains come down and grab them and hold them in place. I mean, they after the 1 second, then you can break out and like pretty much run off. That, or you can have them hooked by the chains, have them locked in place until they finish struggling, like how you do when you pick someone up. Let them struggle, maybe not as long as it would be if you're on the killer's shoulder, but at least have it like that to really sell Pinhead's powers. I mean, of course the chains would be used as a Mori. So you'd be here in a couple of weeks. I'll be waiting. If the guy with the hockey mask isn't around, just ask for Ghost Kruger. He handles all admissions. Oh, thank you, Gabe. As soon as you finish it, be sure to send it over. I'll share it with everybody. I mean, the Mori with the box, you could use that to initiate the Mori. Like where he's pretty much like opening the box and then the chains come out and drag them to hell. Or the Leviathan or the maze or whatever you want to call it. Like you can have it like that. Attacks, I would have him use one of his blades that hang from his belly button from that string. So you can use that as like swiping or anything like that. Oh my gosh, Isabel, what is with you women today and being so angry? Like, I still got a bruise on the side of my head. Jenna Jameson for a Camp Juicy counselor? No, that's pretty goddamn juicy. Like, even Jason's got to take the hockey mask up like a little bit like, damn. I mean, I wouldn't mind character updates in Friday the 13th, the game. To me, what hurts more than the character updates, because, I mean, there's only so many variations in skill levels per character. And Jason, there's only so many perks, or not even perks, but the skill levels that you, or attributes, I should probably say, that you can give to each version of Jason before you start doubling. The thing that hurts more with the not being able to add anything to Friday the 13th, the game, is maps. Maps are the lifeblood of games like that. Like, that's why ultimately I look forward to every Dead by Daylight update. Because, granted, we have some doubles of maps, but depending on that particular map, things are placed in different areas. And it makes it a lot more interesting when you're trying to figure out where is this, where's that, Where's the totem? Where's this generator that's usually here? Now it's over there and stuff like that. Friday the 13th started to become a bit repetitive just because of how few maps we got. But the way I look at it is once the lawsuit is over, and it will end, there's no way this thing's going to go on for absolutely ever just because there's too much money within the franchise. Someone is going to come along and buy both halves from both Sean Cunningham and Victor Miller. If they're not making anything on it, there's no reason that they're going to want to have it. So eventually that's a possibility that could happen. And whoever buys the rights for both of those is going to likely be the new person that's going to give us the next stage of Friday the 13th media. Hopefully, after the success of the video game, they then pass the game to maybe a new developer or maybe Gun Media. Because I don't think Gun Media did a bad job with the game, at least not in my opinion. Then maybe we can get a Friday the 13th the game part 2. That's what I'm looking for. Different versions of the maps that we got and different ways to either survive or escape. That's what I would mostly want. Yeah, everything's with lawsuits now. It's mostly because for something like a franchise like Friday the 13th, where you don't have to put a whole lot of money into it, but the returns are so great, you kind of have to look at it from the business perspective. Like Sean Cunningham has lived off Friday the 13th for his entire life. Outside of maybe Last House on the Left with, I think he did that with Wes Craven, he doesn't really have a whole lot to hang his hat on outside of that first Friday the 13th film and getting his name on all the rest of them of the series. Why does Spider-Man always get the hotties? Probably because of the spider sense or Tobey Maguire's sweet dance moves from Spider-Man 3. You never know. He can sense how the girl's feeling and proceed accurately. Well, with that, I just picture Spider-Man going to girl, like, "Hi, how you doing?" If the spider sense starts tingling, he knows that she's about to hit him or smack him or something, so he moves on to the next one. Why does a Spider-Man franchise never finish? It always ends without an ending. That is, or a true ending. That is because when a lot of these films do movies like Spider-Man or for any franchise really, they don't plan according storyline. They put out a movie ends, and then they start trying to write a sequel instead of giving us like how TV shows, especially on Netflix, does now, where they drop seeds for an overarching storyline, where we might know like a TV series may go 4 or 5 seasons, and they have development. They have sub-villains in those first 3 seasons. But then once we get to the 4th season, you got the big obstacle that everything is leading up to. And then you can have it either end after that or continue on and do the entire structure again. Think of it like how the Marvel movies did up to Endgame. Everything was leading up to Infinity War and Endgame. Every single Marvel movie before that. So it's kind of the same concept. Like after Endgame, you could probably say that's the end of the Marvel Universe and everyone would ultimately be satisfied with that. But now that we're going past that, now it's going to end up being where they have to start building up to something else. Well, the lawsuit's going to go on, Devin, just because of the money involved. It's ultimately a stalemate between Sean and Victor. There's no way one is going to budge on the other because they each hold something dear to that franchise. And it's ultimately a staring contest. Like, who's going to blink first? Like, are you going to give up your rights and give them to me? Or am I going to give my rights to you? Instead of ultimately creating a deal that will give them both money. Sean doesn't want to do that, and that's what he's fighting. He wants all the money for himself. Victor just wants a piece of what he created, but we'll see how that plays out. I don't see how Sean's winning anything out of this. I think if Sean and Victor still hold on to the rights by 2020 or 2021, I think ultimately it's either going to be where they hold on to the rights and they pass to their next of kin because both people have died, and then a deal may be struck with the next of kin, or it's going to be where they see that neither person is making money off this franchise because everything is frozen, and then that forces them to get along with each other and make a deal. Someone just knocked on my door. It better not be you, Isabel. Can you imagine if she was wearing a big corn on the cob costume, just standing outside your house? She's gonna pistol whip Devin. Yeah, it's pretty much it's a dick measuring contest. Did she pistol whip Devin? I haven't heard a response from him yet. It's very possible. She may have him on the ground, up to the knuckles. You know where. All right, let me throw on the game here for a second. $11.5 I win. Well, goddamn, Jason. That's why all the counselors at Camp Juicy say you swing a mean one. Oh my god. Remind me of Bernie Mac. I whip my shit out this whole place to get dark. Said in Friday the 13th, part 13, I want to see Jason kill lesbians in the act. I mean, you could. I mean, I'm not that particular, and how it gets done, just as long as something gets done. You don't scare me. Forgot I hit the game to come on. Let me jump over to the game mode. The game mode. God, I feel like it's been forever. There we go. So I was meaning to ask Devin, where did this fear of corn come from? Like, I was wondering about that. And have you watched Children of the Corn yet? You're not just a counselor, Jason. You're the head counselor. You make Mama so proud. So that's where babies come from. Hey, what's going on, Dark Super? How you doing? Oh, we got the Stranger Things song going on as well. I like that. I really like that. Children come from the corn. Exactly. I mean, that's how my kids were born. Well, at least the first one. The second one, I forgot the rules about gremlins. Amanda got wet and was fed after midnight, and then next thing you know, another one popped out. Show you the killer? I don't think the killer's on there yet. Let's see. Come on, don't freeze up on me. Yeah, the killer's not on there yet. So I'm guessing they just put the song on there as like sort of like a placeholder as they put everything else on. Hey, Amanda, I'm sorry. I didn't miss it. I didn't listen to the rules about Mogwais. Flick him again. Death. Calm down. Don't be encouraging violence. I'm going to do a quick scan to make sure everything's going to run as good as possible. Let the flicking commence. JG has cheated on you with corn and something else. Not cheating if she knows about it. Corn and pudding. That's the something else. You put your mind together and figure out how that all works collectively. Look, we don't need any airborne projectiles entering the stream. But are you as are you as scared of scarecrows? Since you said you saw that as well. She threw slippers and shit. As I'm doing like 360s around her. She runs out of the slippers after throwing both of them, and then just do butt dances in front of her. So I'm gonna let this this scan get done first. And then we'll jump into a game. Hopefully. Seems like everything is running about the way I would normally want it. So we should be good. Somebody's gonna be sleeping with Chillin' tonight in the basement. Nah, we forgot to feed him. We put him in a shoebox and sent him on his way. Jason v. Satan. I mean, that would be a pretty good way to bring Savini Jason into the canon. You could have given him jizz pudding. He might think it's better. Just get a custom wrapper with Michael Myers' face on it. Or the mask, rather. Not his face. I mean, you could get his face. They do show his face a couple times. I mean, you could probably call that, instead of Jason Goes to Hell Again, you could probably call it Jason Returns from Hell. And pretty much place it, because the way I started looking at all the New Line films, all of them seem to be their own version of Jason. None of them make sense as far as the movie before them. Like, you look at Jason Goes to Hell, how his appearance is, where he dies, where Freddy comes up to grab the mask, that is not concurrent with the canon as to where Freddy versus Jason takes place. Where Jason is resurrected, he's obviously not buried. He's just like looks like he just got like killed and just left there in the woods. He wasn't buried or anything at all. His mask doesn't nearly have the amount of damage that his mask did in Jason Goes to Hell. And the overall design of that Jason, having both of his eyes, especially, screams that this is a different Jason. Then you go to Jason X. That Jason obviously has the eye flipped back to where it's supposed to be. But still, mask is different. Head design is different. Makeup is different. And overall, it takes the Voorhees curse and turns it into regenerative properties. Hey, what's going on, Richard Rogers? How are you doing? And welcome to the stream. Don't be blaming that on me, Amanda. I am an innocent bystander in all of this. I am as I was created. Which I believe the Stranger Things PTB, from what I remembered hearing, that's supposed to be tomorrow. So if that is the case, then we already know what tomorrow's stream is going to be. We're going to be playing as the Demogorgon, and we're going to be playing as the new two survivors. Hey, what's going on, Ghostface? How you doing? Oh shit, I gotta represent. I'm represent. Oh, let me get it all right. There we go. Hey, what's going on, C-Dub? How you doing as well? I saw your Pennywise picture on the Discord. Look pretty good, man. She's undercover corn dev run. What if she's part? Now this could be just another dark theory. But my theory is, what if Isabel is actually a corn person? What do I mean by that? Isabel could be a mutated cob of corn that has transformed into a person and is slowly working their way through the human species in an attempt to take over the world. Don't listen to JG to Devin. I mean, think about it, Devin. Think about it. You could be one of those people and very well wake up as she's putting you. And what the hell are those things called that the corn are wrapped in? Whatever that shit is called, that is what she's going to try to put you in. And then you too will be consumed by the corn people. Shut up, corn person. Oh my god. Some reason it just reminded because I just watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I instantly thought with the whole corn thing, how the clowns were turning people into giant cotton candy balls. Just take the corn concept and apply it to that, and have someone just like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but have pretty much corn people turning people into ears of corn. Like whatever that shit is called. Play as Ghostface, guaranteed win. I intend to. I was supposed to get some Ghostface gameplay in yesterday, especially now that I have the silver skin. Corn on the cob, popcorn shrimp. Oh no, it's not corn though. Shit, I'm hungry, man. Popcorn chicken would be really good right now. Shit. Man, Amanda, we should have hit like KFC or Popeyes or something. I could go for some fucking popcorn chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy and shit. I'd be like really good right now. Shit, what time is it? It's 9:44. Fuck it. What time does that close, Amanda? We might end up going after the stream. Get some use out of that new fucking tire. But you gotta love when you go to someone to get your tire changed, expect to spend maybe $150 on a new tire, and they come to you, yeah, we got all this other shit we want to give you, $1,500. Like, I'm not that kind of YouTuber yet. So you have no idea? Well, fuck, man, you got a phone, chat. Get a couple of games of Dead by Daylight in, and then we'll get some food, man. I'm fucking starving. I'm not even starving. I just want food. Being gluttonous. I have a phone too. Well, I guess. Let me check real quick. Which one are you looking for? Popeyes or KFC, Amanda? As long as you keep all the traumatic events in my childhood suppressed, I should be fine. That's really Red Foreman of you. Reminds me of the 70s show. Alright, you said Popeyes. I don't know. They close soon. They close around like they close 10 o'clock. So we are out of luck. So you're about to eat pizza? Oh, you say KFC? Shit, let me try KFC though. Come on, Google. Yeah, he closed at 10 o'clock too. Shit. That's understandable, Ghostface. I can see why you would do that. Well, shit, Amanda. After the stream, we may have to hit Giant or something. Or Walmart. Because now I want chicken. And even if I have to get a fucking TV dinner, I am going to need it. Alright, looks like we should be good now for a game or two. Oh, Death, we just had pizza last night. Otherwise I would. But I have a real craving for chicken right now. All right. So let me grab my controller and let's begin. Or wait a minute. There we go. There's my controller working now. Okay. Sorry, Ghost Abby. Mission failed. That girl gets enough pizza. Chicken patties downstairs. Do we have any lettuce, though? Because I wanted some lettuce with the chicken patties. You may have to end up hitting the store anyways. What is custom game? I don't think I was supposed to hit that. Okay, so it's a new version of... It's a new way they're doing the invite a friend thing. Okay, I got you. Bring this to full screen so I may see everything. Oh, interesting.
What now?
Interesting add a friend screen. I mean, you think about it, Devin. That could be part of the transformation. The corn people get their fingers in your nose and then slowly start to put their DNA into yours, like your body, and slowly transforming you into one of them. Think about it. They're taking over somehow. Come on. Wonder if I'm like the only one on the PTB right now. So you eating bear tonight. Oh, you're talking about They Live, Amanda. All right, Isabel. All right. I can't promise that I'll shut up because you can ask Amanda on that. That never happens. But I will say this, Devin. Who's to say being a corn person doesn't have its perks? I mean, you can pop like no other. Corn can be quite juicy, which we're in the right place for it. Let her in. Join her. Become one with the corn.
groovy.
Oh shit. Hey, what's going on, Legendary? How you doing? FBI, open up. I can't. I'm not home. I think you're looking for that person down the street. I don't know. Maybe I could be a corn person. Maybe I'm the one that sent Isabel to you. Never know. Just see me, Isabel, and a bunch of other people in corn costumes just outside your house, like, one of us, one of us. Hopefully all this sort of like skipping and all that shit doesn't apply to the actual game here. Otherwise, this game is going to be quite unplayable, and I may have to end up going back out of the PTB at least until tomorrow when they re-update it, if that is indeed the case. Ooh, okay. Thought we were getting choppy there for a second. Yeah, we are still a little bit choppy. Looks like it may fix itself, though. Alright, so we know it's the doctor. What the fuck? Guess I'm out of practice. Imagine JG with long blonde hair. There is those pictures of me in that blonde wig, Amanda. What is going on over there? They're getting healed up. Stay away from me. Fuck. Oh shit. God damn it, where's a fucking pallet when you need one? Never saw that one coming. Come on. Okay, on to someone else. Fuck! I thought he was gonna keep going. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Run, people! Run! Not that way! Oh, you bastard! Shit. Well then, that's a good way to start. He got hit because of his huge chin. Probably. Wasn't bad. Should have tried a 360, just a suggestion. In hindsight, I probably should have. Alright. Let's see if we could do this for Ghostface. Wait a minute, they don't have the thing where I can switch to killer? Really? That's interesting. Go back. Do I have anything on them? I'll drop that on him. Why not? JG is the 360 god. Oh no, I do like that new Ghostface skin though. All silvery. Alright. Now let's hope things go a little bit better this round. It's been a while since I played Ghostface. Let's see if I still remember how to do some things here. Yeah, I love this Ghostface costume. I know a lot of people were saying, like, they didn't think it'd be good stealth-wise because of the shininess. But, I mean, I played against it, and I didn't see his ass coming. Oh, shit. Okay. Trying to get my bearings. At least the killer gameplay is pretty smooth so far. Shit, my only fucking things got in my way. Shit, there's a hook right here. Don't mind if I do. Fuck out of here. Okay, I took it. Gotcha. Oh, they are getting work done. Holy shit. Wow. You just really like insta heal? Come on, where you at? You gonna get that pallet too? Come on. Oh, wow, I didn't get that? Ooh, nice. Ooh, and you got the door open. Oh shit! Why don't you get away? People better get out! Tip the hat. Let him go. Let him go. Oh. All right, let me catch up on what the hell am I missing over here? Before I sign off to go get some food. Because now I'm just like desperate for fucking chicken. All right. Hold on, what is going on about abusive relationships? What the fuck did I miss? Oh my gosh, Isabel, so violent. Although the big melons are probably corn comment. That may be a step too far, but it's still fucking hilarious. Hey, Amanda. You calm down now. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here for the night. This was a pretty fun stream getting the gameplay back, especially the hard talk. That was... Even though it kind of was all over the place. It wasn't exactly all hard talk. You see nothing, Jay. I saw nothing. I mean, I see no evil. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, get myself ready to go get some food before it gets too late and I can't go anywhere to get anything. But we'll be back on tomorrow, hopefully with the Stranger Things DLC, and hopefully the gameplay is a little bit smoother than that. The killer gameplay was pretty fucking smooth, but the survivor one, not so much. Let me exit out of that. Come on. There we go. Has some chicken boobies tonight. I intend to. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably be on around 10 or 11. But want to thank all you guys for hanging out. Again, Gabe, Lil Hand, like I said, I'm going to call you Gabe. Thank you again for the super chat. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And thinking Sunday, I may start another commentary. I'll give you guys, keep a tabs on the community post and the Discord if you're not already a member on there. I'll be checking out, seeing what I want to do as far as commentaries to lead us into Halloween. Halloween is a definite one I want to do, but I just need something to fit that gap to take us into October. But I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And as always, I am JG Dark, and thanks for watching.